Hello everybody and welcome back to some StoneBlock. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Last episode we done all of our tier 6 environmental tech stuff that we're going to do. This episode we are actually going to be doing a little bit of prep for next episode. We're going to be getting into RF tools, dimensions, and stuff like that. I've got us a room cleaned out for it. I have figured out at least getting our network where we can get it around the base. Basically, we have a receiver here and a wireless transmitter, so we can go out 48 blocks from this spot. And if we come over here, we've got a transmitter. This thing has, basically you take this network card, right click on the receiver, hook it up in here, and it will transmit to there. So we've got a little bit of space. I'm going to start setting these up randomly around the base, especially like downstairs and stuff like that. But for now, we've got all the coverage that we need. So, but today we are going to be working, next episode we're going to be doing RF tools. And with RF tools, we're going to need a lot of power transfer. And instead of just using these for everything, the flux points, we are going to set up automations for the Cryo-Stabilized Fluxducts. That is the plan. So we've got our machines here. I've already made these. We want that set to output, and that's set to input. We're going to be powering out the front. We need our back set to input, and we want the back on this one set to, see if we can't do both. Should be able to. No, we don't. We'll do that, and out the top will be our output. So, as far as making these flux ducts, got a lot of stuff we need to do. We've got to make redstone energy flux ducts, which the empty versions is pretty easy. We can use electrum infused quartz. We've got recipes for that already set up. Matter of fact, I've already got a recipe for that. I need to put it in here, and there we go. So we are going to need 2 chests. We are going to need a couple of crafters. We're going to need some cable that I just put up. That should be enough. Our enchanter back here worked beautifully. We went through every bit of the diamond swords we had. So now I've switched it to where it is taking all the rest of the diamond stuff out of here and taking the enchantments off of them. So, excuse me. To set this thing up, we're going to need some space. First off, we're going to need some power. We're going to run the power on the bottom. We can make some conduit facades to take care of all that. So power. Everything should be getting power now. Those are loading up. We also need to get kits. I already have these set to auto craft. We put one there and one there. And for augments, all we want is to make this thing fast, so we have no reason for anything else. Beautiful. These things are set up, ready to go. Now all we need to do is set up our patterns. So we need crafter number 1. Get a little bit of room. Alright, so chest number 1. We're going to set right there. Crafter. We need our hammer. And we've got it facing into there. So there we go again. Hit the record button. Everybody wants to bother me. Alright, so we got our crafter set up. We got a chest set up. I grabbed some item conduit. We want that. We want this set to extract and these set to insert. Now I shouldn't have to actually filter anything because the machine itself should only allow the items in that we want in. So let us run our cable. We want a importer. Let's go ahead and get another one of these crafting because we're going to need it anyways. Set that there. We'll run our cabling back. And we should be able to set up a recipe for this, and it should, should make it. So we want a processing pattern. For this right here. So all it's going to put in here is the energy flux duct, empty, and the full one. Now because I've already looked at the recipe, I know it takes 2 millibuckets of destabilized redstone to fill one of these up, and each piece of redstone is 100. So we can set the recipe like this with the 1 flux duct, the 2 redstone, and this should in essence work. We can put that there, so everything should be set. Let's check. Got insert and in and out, in and out, in and out. So this should work. So let's craft up 10 of these so we can Alright, let's change this. Because we hit the button, it's wanting to use a fluid. Alright, so let's get rid of cancel. Let's clear that out. So let's craft a few of these. We want 1 of these and 2 of these. Will give us 1 of these. That should work now, hopefully. Alright, so We should start seeing these working. And we should start seeing these show up in here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, now we need to get to our next bit of business here. So we need to make these signalum flux ducts. So there is the pattern for signalum. Then we need resonant. And finally, we need the Cryo-Stabilized. And we want to use fused quartz because we've already got that on recipe. So we should be able to put all this in here and get us to this point here. So if I want to craft 10 of these, it tells me everything's there. And boom, we've got them. Awesome. So next up, we need to take these and fill them with gelid cryothium. Now, we've already got the recipe set up for cryothium dust. Do cryothium dust, bliss powder, snowballs, redstone. To get bliss powder, you need blizz rods. If you do not have blizz rods, you can actually take snowballs in the fluid transposer with XP or Essence of Knowledge or just the industrial foregoing essence and get blizz powder. So it's not the end of the world if you can't get it. We've got chickens for that. So to make this, we need 500, and to get 500, each one gives us 250. So these are empty. Let's do a processing pattern with this and 2 of those. And we got to set all this up. First up is our crafter, our chest, item conduits, our importer that should be way made now, and then we need cable. We do that. We can do some facades on the front of that to clean all that up. And let's grab one of these just to do the recipe. And there we go. That should take care of everything that we need. Let's go put this back up. Let us put our recipe in there. Let's leave those out. And we want to craft this. Let's go ahead and craft 10 of them. Shows we've got everything. Let's start it. And let's make sure everything is working the way it should be. How did those go in there? I know why. I know why. Oh, I hope we're not completely messed up. No, we're not. So that should be working, and now they should come over here. There we go. Boom. And we've got it done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything is cleared out. So, we've got Cryo-Stabilized flux duct automated. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, let's make some conduit facades, and I don't have none of that. Let's get that done. And let's look at making some covers. So all we need is the gutting tool, and I don't know. Oh, by the way, the recipes in this for refined storage have changed. I was going to craft that networking stuff, and the processor recipe has changed. There's now a processor binding. So yeah, it makes it a little bit tougher to get into refined storage because you got to have slime. Alright, I've not ever used these before, so let's try them out. Looks fine to me. We can't use it for that. Put that there. And there is our facades. And one up there, and boom, there we go. It's all nice and pretty. So that is all I really had planned for today. We have got the Cryo-Stabilized flux ducts taken care of. We can now get into some better power transfer like we've got in here. Cryo-Stabilized are infinite power transfer. So now comes the part where we decide what we're going to do quest wise, and I think we're going to do this fairly easy. We're going to do solar panels. There is our tier 1. There's tier 2. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and take care of the entire line here. And we'll see how long this will take. So basically the difference with these, solar panel tier 1s generate 1 RF a tick. 2 is 8. 3 is 32. 4 is 128. 5 is 512. 6 is 2048, 7 is 8,192, 8 is 32,000, and the Wyvern one is 65,000. And for now, we want this set to that maybe. Anyways, we're up to tier 4. This is probably going to wind up taking a minute once we get all the way to the end. So I am going to just go through here and wait on these. We'll do each one of them, and then I will be back. Alright, well, that took a little bit of time, but we do have our last tier solar panels, at least what we're making. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm betting, wonder if we could do this now. We could do one of those, but we're missing eggs. I was missing dragon eggs to begin with, and I made a dragon egg seed. That's something we need to get automated, is setting all that up. But for now, though, we have got all the solar quests complete. Let's go ahead and claim all these, and we'll be done for the day. There we go. So we got plenty of inventory space. Got some Certus Quartz Fluix blocks, some more viaducts, some lithium dust, storage upgrades. Oh, that's not bad, seeing as how that's what we're using. Some more ultimate upgrades. Those aren't bad. Some more flasks. That's what we need. And some more baubles from Botania. So we can put all this stuff up. Matter of fact, we don't really need these storage drives right now, because we're still sitting on just 12% full, and yeah, we've still got a whole nother one of these that we hadn't even got to yet, the big ones. So, but with that, that is going to be all. We've got the Cryo-Stabilized Fluxducts ready to go. We'll have them and be ready to get into RF tools next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.